Oh, the gymnast?
Yeah, the gymnast.
It must be Simone Biles.
Is
She's
that
the
her
only
name?
one I know about.
I think so.
I think she's the only one anyone knows
Well, she
about
kind of
right now.
stepped aside, you know, because she just felt like she wasn't in a good mental state to compete.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fine.
that's fine.
There's a bunch
She's
of
already
people-
won gold.
And there's a bunch of people giving her shit over it. And it's like, you realize if you're in the wrong headspace and you're out there doing that kind of stuff and you fuck up one time,
You're done.
you're done, dude.
Yeah.
And just because you're in the wrong mindset, when you being in the wrong mindset can derail everything.
Yeah.
And you just think of that one time while you're going through your movements, you're like, oh, shit, bam, break your arm, leg, whatever, you know. Why
Yeah.
don't people understand that?
Yeah. It's the whole thing with like mental health not being taken seriously.
Yeah.
Just asinine that it's not taken seriously, and people kind of just like laugh at it.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I think it's a real thing. It's a real thing. Do you think anxiety is more as like a mental health thing, or do you think that's more of like something else? Like, what would you classify as anxiety as?
Like, what is the something else that it could be?
I don't know.
Yeah, I
being
see it as a mental health thing.
Don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might not be, but it kind of is, because you have to use a lot of mental capacity to talk yourself out of one, like an anxiety attack.
Mm-hmm. And then some people, you know, like have it like all the time. Like
I couldn't imagine that.
There's like anxiety, you know, like certain situations cause anxiety.
Oh.
Like if you're in a room with a bunch of people, and
Oh, yeah.
people get like anxious for that. But sometimes people are just like always constantly anxious. So I definitely think that's a
GAD.
mental health like issue.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be situational, or it could be, you know, like chronic and always going on.
Does anybody else in this room get anxiety?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
My anxiety is like it feels like I have like something sitting on my chest.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I have to keep taking these breaths, and then my heart kind of starts going a little bit faster because I'm thinking about all this stuff, and I'm thinking it's something else that's wrong with me. I'm thinking like, dude, what's wrong? Why can't I breathe right? Why does it feel like my chest is like a rock right
That
now?
cortisol.
And
And it's just a positive feedback loop.
yeah, it's like you're constantly talking yourself down out of it. You're like, no, dude, it's just anxiety. You have to, but what if something? So then whatever you were having, for me, this is just for me. So then whatever I was having anxiety about that may have initially started it, I don't even know what it is anymore, because now I'm thinking that I'm dying.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to die. Or something is like making this happen.
Yeah. Then you get on WebMD. And you look up.
No,
the
I never do
symptoms.
that. No,
Make
because
it
I've done that
worse.
shit before.
Not anymore.
where I first discovered anxiety, I never felt anxiety before. I worked a job. That was it. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, jobs will do that to you.
Yeah. So I worked this factory job at S.C. Johnson, and it was the most god-awful, boring, monotonous job you could ever do. Like, they had one position that was box flipper. You literally stood there at the line, this box would come down, and once it would hit the flat surface, you had to flip it.
Oh, God.
And that was it.
That was it.
Wow.
And then you would rotate to another mind-numbing position, coupon drop, where you would sit there and watch all the boxes come down the line. And if one didn't have a coupon in, you dropped it in. That was it. And then the one other position that there was a couple more, but the other one that paid like, I don't know, 50 cents more an hour was quality check. And you'd go out to the line every half hour, grab 2 boxes, and you'd go through your checklist and make sure the bag looked good.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. And you'd sit in the break room for 12 hours.
Whoa.
Dude, I did that job, and I thought I was going to die. Like, I literally, that's where I started feeling like this pressure. I'm like, what's going on? And it's because I fucking hated being there. I was locked in this break room for 12 hours every night. And it was night shift, too. So it was like, there wasn't even anybody else around that would be coming in the break room that you could talk to. It was just you.
Wake up
For 12
dreading it.
hours?
For 12 hours.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And I thought I had heart problems. Like that's what I thought. I didn't know what anxiety was. I mean, I knew what it was. I heard of it, but I didn't know what it felt like. I went to the freaking hospital. They put a heart monitor on me. I went home for like 3 days on a heart monitor, and they're like, "No, dude, you're fine. There's nothing wrong. It's just anxiety." I'm like, "Fuck, what?" So you're telling me there's no, like, you're not gonna send me home with something that's gonna take this away? Like, it's anxiety.
No.
It's gotta be what it is.
No, you gotta take Lexapro.
I don't take shit. I don't take anything for it. So it's kind of like a lot of nights where, you know, wife's sitting there kind of like, you know, rubbing your chest a little bit while you try to fall asleep. Because you can't fall asleep. If you're in the middle of like really high anxiety, you can't fall asleep. You can't just sit there and relax and go to sleep.
Yeah, your body's like, I need to get away from something.
This way, right? Yeah.
You need to stay tense.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, that's fine. I'm just good.
We'll just keep going that way. Yeah. But it's a really intense feeling. I don't think people understand. So I can't imagine what it feels like to be like bipolar. You know? Like, I mean, I don't know if any of you are, but you know, what does that feel like? Like, do you know? Is it one of those things where you kind of know that it's happening, but you can't stop it?
I haven't been diagnosed with bipolar, but I do take lithium, which is like
From batteries? No.
yeah, same stuff. Dig it out
Same
of mine
shit.
and squish it into a pill.
Well, you should be over there in Saudi Arabia and shit, or whatever that is going on, Syria, where that's why there's a bunch of like lithium and stuff over there. That's
It's just over there.
yeah, it's just over there. That's
over there.
that's a big reason why the fucking United States and shit is over there.
Is it Bolivia where Elon's trying to hawk all
Li-
that lithium?
I don't
Yeah,
remember.
those lithium mines.
Batteries are the
His
future.
family, like,
Need
built
lithium.
on
Tesla,
lithium
man. Batteries.
mining.
Did you?
Elon Musk's heading the whole fucking defense. United States. He's like, we just need lithium. So you take lithium, which is a other
Yeah.
prescribed medication, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I do have, like, phases where I'll have, like, this mania. It feels like someone gave me, like, a stimulant in my sleep right before I wake up. You know, it's like I feel, like, super conversational. It's like I'm a pretty, like, reserved person. It's like sometimes it's like I can't shut up.
You can't show
It's like
yeah.
I feel good. Like, I feel really good in those moments, and then usually it'll crash, and I'll feel really, really bad.
And then you just like, it's like you've had your fill of being around people and talking, and now you just like, now I need to be alone.
Right.
Type of
And
deal.
yeah, it's just like over time, looking back, it's like you can see there's these ebbs and flows.
But you didn't notice the ebbs and flows before, but then you say looking back, you kind of notice them now. So now do you kind of see it when it's coming on? Like when you wake up, you're like, oh, I'm going to have a really good day.
Yeah, like I can sense like a sense of mania. Like if it's there, it's like, oh, I know this is like mania.
Right.
It's like I should take advantage of this.
Yeah. Like this is, yeah, I should take advantage of today because I better get some, you know, whatever you've been pushing off. You're like, oh, today's going to be the day I can get that done.
And then other times, it's like the depression is just so bad. It's like I don't want to leave my room. I don't want to get out of bed or whatever.
So what do you do to kind of cope with that? Play video games or?
Yeah, video games. Brendan's usually up to play some Halo or
Oh yeah.
whatever.
Well, it's good to have a good support system too.
Oh yeah, I've got
You know.
some really good homies in my
Yeah.
house. So.
That's why it's always good to let your homies and let your people know around you what's going on.
Yeah.
Because how are they supposed to help you if you never tell anybody?
You got to be vulnerable, like, especially when you're living with like a group of like friends and all that. Like,
Especially yeah, friends and stuff.
yeah, like those people are your friends, and I mean, they want to help you and all that. Even though it might not like always feel like that, because I know like I get into like situations in my head where I'm like, oh, everyone's like annoyed by me and all that.
You'll think that.
Oh,
yeah. In
yeah.
your head, you're like, everyone's got to be annoyed by me right now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So I should cool it.
I guess
Yeah.
the biggest thing is like I just can't be seen right now. I don't want anyone to
Yeah.
lose
Well, that's how I
I'm not
feel,
gonna
yeah.
talk to anybody.
Like,
'cause
I don't
it's
want
gonna be-
anyone to look upon me. at all.
Yeah.
I don't want them to acknowledge my existence.
But it probably comes more maybe after like you were kind of ousted on a group decision, and then but that you're really fighting for. Would you say that would be like a time where you're like, oh, they're probably annoyed with me?
I wouldn't say that. I would say it's just like
Like you just think you've been annoying?
yeah, it could just be it could be like completely random, like could have like a great time and all that, and like the next day it's just like
They think I'm annoying?
yeah,